Lately, we found a new planet suitable for human habitation, Licklick b, which is orbiting the stellar Licklick that is already known. Licklick is a G-class star, 1,400 years away from the Earth. Licklick is 1.2 times brighter and 1.037 times denser than the Sun. Licklick's diameter is 1.11 times larger than the Sun, and the distance between Licklick and Licklick b is 1.05 AU. Being similar to that of the Earth and the Sun, we consider Licklick b to be in the Goldilocks zone. The method of transit photometry is used to discover this planet and to find its diameter. At point 1, the eclipse starts and the light output drops. At point 2, the eclipse becomes complete and the light output remains constant until point 3, where light output is returned back to that of point 1. With this observation, we can measure the magnitude of the velocity v of Licklick b by using the concept of Doppler effect. We can also measure the time t of its orbit, and then determine the diameter of the largest star. Also, the method can be used to analyze the planet's radiation to get its composition and its physical environment. The light of the parent star is absorbed when crossing the atmosphere of the planet, causing more and deeper spectrum, which can tell us about the composition of the atmosphere. Licklick b is 5 times heavier than the Earth and has a diameter of 1.63 times. Its density is 6.4 grams per cubic meter and its gravity is 18.4 meters per second squared. Being 1.2 times denser than the Earth, Licklick b also has a high composition of heavy metals including iron, nickel, and aluminum. Similarly, increased volcanic activities results in a higher composition of sulfur and carbon. Due to the lack of growth of plants yet, oxygen in Licklick b is significantly lower than the Earth. Due to experiencing a runaway greenhouse effect and the frequent tectonic activities on land, evaporation from the surface of Licklick b is intense. We estimate that the ratio of oceanic crust to continental crust is roughly about 2:8. The atmosphere of Licklick b is like that of the Earth. However, millions of years after formation, Licklick b was subjected to the runaway greenhouse effect because the rate of energy received from its star Licklick exceeded the Kobayashi inner solar limit. Due to being 1.5 billion years older, the radiation exposed by Licklick was also 10% more than the Sun. Increased radiation, rising temperature, increased evaporation of oceans, and violent volcanic activities occurred continuously then for a long time and emitted a huge amount of gases like carbon dioxide and water vapor, the two main gases that cause runaway greenhouse effect. However, positive feedback eventually turned Earth into snowball Earth. To prevent snowball Earth from happening to Licklick b, we came up with 3 main strategies to counter the phenomenon when plate tectonics cause continents to be concentrated at the polar regions. 1. We can cover dark materials over the glaciers to reduce reflection of rays. 2. We can emit more greenhouse gases to increase temperature and melt the glaciers. 3. We can try blasting the glaciers using nuclear bombs. These methods will likely cease the possibility of snowball Earth states occurring on Licklick b. After settling the environment, we then consider bringing in organism groups. To ensure human survival, we will introduce staple food, resources, animals, decay agents, and useful bacteria. Firstly, we will introduce edible plants such as fruits and vegetables, inclusive of wheat and rice. Then, we will introduce economically friendly cash crops and trees, both softwood and hardwood, such as timber, cotton, tea, coffee, basically plantations that provide raw materials. Then we will also introduce animals such as mammals, reptiles, aquatic animals, livestock, pets, common domestic animals such as chickens, cows, pigs, horses, lambs, and other wildlife animals. Also, we will introduce fungi, which acts as a decay agent and create food. Last but not least, we will introduce useful bacteria such as yeast and Prochlorococcus, a type of cyanobacteria that basically acts as a source of oxygen since energy that Licklick b is exposed to is much more than that of the Earth from the Sun. Brought to you by Group 6, let's look forward to Licklick b.